Alright, so over the weekend, you guys should have read. You should have finished the book. So, initial reactions or questions on what happened.
Did Jack die in the fire?
No, remember at the very end, Jack and his hunters are chasing Ralph through, so trying to kill Ralph.
Yeah.
Right? So he hadn't died then. Then they run into the officer who had seen the smoke. So Jack is alive. Okay? He died. He had a tragic death. Okay? And that was foreshadowed a little bit, right? Remember when the boys in chapter 9, or 10, they were talking about like being able to push the rock to like smash someone off the cliff? So kind of a nice little foreshadowing of Piggy. And if Piggy is symbolic of the pigs, then we had some more foreshadowing there, right? Alright. So, any other questions on what happened? If you have not finished, you need to read it before you do these questions. Okay? So if you have not finished 11 and 12, make sure you read them. Because if you saw my email, you may or may not have a test on Wednesday on the book. Hopefully not. Is that what you said?
I said
May or may not. Okay. So all you have today are these reading questions. So this is like serious close reading, okay? So you're going to have to go back through on some of these and look at the questions. So number 1 said, what did Jack's tribe steal? This happens at the beginning of chapter 11, okay? Number 2, this is a quote. It says, the rock struck Piggy a glancing blow from chin to knee. The conch exploded into 1,000 white fragments and ceased to exist. See, that's what you'll get. I meant that. There isn't a tribe for you anymore. The conch is gone. Okay? Explain the symbolism of the conch in this tribe and scene. So, what I'm getting at here is, the rock struck Piggy a glancing blow from chin to knee. So at the same time that Piggy is smashed, the conch is smashed. Okay? So what is that supposed to symbolically mean in terms of like the civilization versus savagery fight we're having? Number 3, in the war of civilization versus savagery, who was winning? Explain using textual evidence in chapter 11. Okay, so in chapter 11, who is winning? Civilization or savagery? Provide textual evidence to base your opinion on. Number 4, one could say that Simon accepted the savagery or evil in human nature, which is why he fell to the beast and is a Christ-like figure. However, what do you think about Ralph? In chapter 12, is there evidence of Ralph accepting it, or is there more evidence of him being unable to do so? Okay? So what I'm asking there is, some critics say that Simon accepted the savagery or evil in human nature. Okay, so he knew that humans were inherently evil. He accepted that, he knew it, and so he lost the battle to it. Okay? Ralph, on the other hand, even though he's still, think of like all the chapters that we read. All this like crap is going on around him, but he still is like, I have the conch. He's still trying to fight for this civilization and this goodness. Okay? So, what do you think about Ralph? Is he accepting that there's evidence of him being able to do so? Use textual evidence from chapter 12. 5, summarize the novel's ending. Okay? I want to make sure you understand what happened in the end. Now, number 6, this is probably the one that's going to take the most critical thinking. So, the officer's response, which was to allow the children time to pull themselves together. So he gets to this island and these boys are running around trying to kill each other. And his only piece of advice is to pull yourselves together. I said that all the time. He prefers to contemplate the trim cruiser than comfort the boys. He cannot begin to understand the depths of savagery that these boys have discovered beneath the veneer of civilized life. Why is it ironic that the officer would rather look at his trim cruiser? Okay, so in the book, in chapter 12, I'll let you okay, so the last page, go to page 202 if you're going to look, or just listen, that's fine. But I want you to listen if you're not doing it, okay? He says, I should have thought that a pack of British boys, you're all British, aren't you, would have been able to put up a better show than that. I I mean, it was like that at first at Ralph before things stopped. We were together then. The officer nodded helpfully. I know. Jolly good show. Like the Coral Islands. Remember the Coral Islands? Ralph looked at him dumbly. For a moment he had a fleeting picture of the strange glamour that had once invested the beaches. But the island was scorched up like dead wood. Simon was dead, and Jack had. The tears began to flow, and sobs shook him. He gave himself up to them now for the first time on the island. Great shuddering spasms of grief that seemed to wrench his whole body. His voice rose under the black smoke from the burning wreckage of the island. And infected by that emotion, the other little boys began to shake and sob too. And in the middle of them, with filthy body, matted hair, and unwiped nose, Ralph wept for the end of innocence, the darkness of man's heart, and the fall through the air of the true wise friend called Piggy. The officer, surrounded by these noises, was moved and a little embarrassed. He turned away to give them time to pull themselves together and waited, allowing his eyes to rest on the trim cruiser in the distance. Okay? So instead of looking at these kids that have gone completely wild and savage, he wants to look at his trim cruiser. He's more comfortable looking at his trim cruiser. Okay? So the first thing you should probably do for that question is to look up what a trim cruiser is. Alright? Once you get that, then you can probably answer a little better. You good? Alright, any questions on what you're asking you? The answers need to be thought through carefully. Okay? Here, now that you see that.
It sounds like they were screaming, so
Yeah,
the spot that guy didn't kill Ralph literally. They got face to face with this guy and literally, but they didn't try to kill him. Sorry. It was like maybe they were at the end kind of searching for Ralph to tell him that he could help. So
oh, that's one. Anyone not function? So what do you guys think he meant by it when he said a stick sharpened at both ends? When they're telling Ralph, Roger sharpened the stick at both ends. When was the previous time they had sharpened the stick at both ends? For the pig test. What were they planning to do to Ralph? They were going to put that on today. Got me on skeleton. So I don't think it's what it said. I think it's kind of implied.
it never says in the end, that the guy
Yeah. Well, and it has like the kids behind it too. They all.
Maybe Ralph is dead. But it's just like a weird power. We'll never know for reasons. Just too rough. They'll offer just to show up randomly. Also, I don't know what you said.
So you are just working on the 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions about the end of the book? So remember too, kiddos, you have to finish like characterization chart and the vocabulary charts as well by Wednesday.
For like, what heroes do you have to like put any like people or just like so like what heroes is can you just write what he represents or like
Yeah. What do you think he represents?
Oh, Simon was
Was
Jesus
Ralph,
Christ.
like, I'm not Ralph, Roger, how, was he like the really like A one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yours
it
was
goes
not
from
like
here
stuck
to
to
here.
sphere to think about it. That's all that.
This one is really
Okay.
He's the one that always leads like the torture. He's like the most like disturbing individual on my end. It was a symbol of the people. So like, remember in the beginning, they would it was the product, right? It was like passing the torch kind of thing. And if you wanted to speak in this competition, then you had to have a conch, like a respected of you. Okay, so Piggy died at the same time the conch broke. Okay, so what does that imply about the state of this? A symbol of the conch. Huh? That was in chapter.
Chapter 10 is also chapter 11.
Oh!
They say why they use chapter 10.
Yeah, so at the end of chapter 10, it says that they're like running down the beach.
As long as it's table and
Yeah, so just put the. I think I wanted to say what did they use and why did they use it for the point, but it's fine.
so she just
Uh-huh. I don't think the fire got it. I think Ralph killed it. So what anyway? Okay, so when he's hiding, right?
yeah.
Forgot about this. He's hiding, okay? And
That's
it says,
why, like, here's through.
so he says, so he's hiding between the savage and the face. The savage appeared to be obscured beneath the thicket. You could tell that he saw light on this side and on that, but not in the middle there. In the middle was a blob of dark, and the savage pulled up his face, trying to decipher the darkness. The seconds lengthened. Ralph was looking straight into the savage's eyes. Don't scream, they'll get back. Now he sees, making sure a stick sharpened. Ralph screamed, a scream of fright and anger and desperation. His legs straightened, screamed as he continuously foaming. He shot forward, burst the thicket with a wheel, and screaming, snarling, bloody. He swung the stake and the savage tumbled over, but there were others coming toward him, crying out. He swerved as the spear flew past. So he killed somebody. Okay, but we never find out who. And then in the end, he's like, Jack, please. Okay. I need to